May I please turn your attention to the announcement?
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome. Honorable Secretary Ivan John Mui, Honorable Senator Cynthia Vigar, Honorable Undersecretary Harry Domingo, Excellencies, fellow ambassadors, and members of the Diplomatic and Consular Corps, distinguished guests, liebe Landsleute, a very warm welcome to the Austrian National Day 2022. Herzlich willkommen. Isang maligayang pagdating sa pambansang kaarawan ng Austria. It's been on the day exactly 2 months since I arrived together with my wife Roswitha in this wonderful country, and I must say we have been really overwhelmed by the warm welcome we have received, by a generous hospitality. It was just a wonderful start to get going in this our new home. I'm very delighted to see so many of you joining us tonight, as this has not been so easy in the last 2 years, having gone through the pandemic, but it's great to see everyone personal tonight. On the Austrian National Day, we commemorate our rise from the ashes of World War II based on the concept of the rule of law. Sadly, the very fabric of the acceptance of the rule of law that all UN member states signed up to, with a clear understanding and respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity, was trampled on by the unprovoked aggression of Russia and Ukraine, with ripple-on effects around the world, causing high energy prices, driving inflation, or supply chain disruptions, disturbing the food security in most vulnerable countries. It is times like these when friends stand together, both as nations and as people, and join hands to overcome adversities. This is something Austria and the Philippines have done for a very long time, dating back to the well-documented fraternal friendship between your very own hero, Dr. José Rizal, and the Austrian scholar Ferdinand Blumentritt, a staunch supporter of the independence of the Philippines in the 19th century. Another example is the noble gesture by President Manuel Quezon during World War II to invite more than 1,600 people, many of them coming from Austria, who had to flee Europe in these darkest hours of our history, to the Philippines. In fact, a man named Herbert Zipper, born and raised in Vienna, who studied at the Viennese Academy of Music from 1923 to 1928, came to the Philippines in 1939 to seek refuge, and eventually became one of the first conductors of the Manila Symphony Orchestra. The very orchestra with us tonight to grace this event with their musical performances. Indeed, the Austrian-Philippine relations go way back, but music is not the only thing that ties Filipinos and Austrians together. Austrian-Philippine links were evident in various fields, and to name but a few, in the fields of sports. As you know, we have David Alaba, whose mother is a Filipina, and he's undoubtedly the most successful international football export that we have in Austria. Not too long ago, fashion designer Oliver Tolentino presented magnificent Filipino designs in Austria, making him the first Filipino to showcase his unique creations at the MQ Vienna Fashion Week 2022. Today, celebrating 76 years of diplomatic relations, there are about 30,000 people of Filipino origin living in Austria, and 1,000 Austrians calling this beautiful country their home. With the embassy's science diplomacy project, the bilateral cooperation on the convergence of science, technology, engineering, mathematics, arts and culture was moved to another level and can impact the future of education and skills development in the Philippines. Ongoing bilateral labor talks towards a new generation MOU to facilitate deployment of Filipino healthcare professionals to Austria bear fruits, with the first group of nurses dispatched only a few weeks ago. For us, Philippines is of strategic importance and one of the most dynamic markets in Southeast Asia. Many Austrian companies, often global leaders in innovation, ingenuity and excellence, have discovered the Philippines as a promising market, with lots of opportunities, and we hope on further increasing our trade and economic relations in the years to come. Now, before I conclude, I would like to highlight that the year 22 is also an important year for tourism in Austria. Earlier this year, we have opened our borders and these travel restrictions for everyone. At the foyer outside this ballroom, a photo booth with a backdrop of the magnificent Hallstatt will be opened. I invite all of you to participate at the photo competition for a chance to win one round-trip ticket to Vienna with Etihad Airways. So please go there after this and personally see the beauty of Hallstatt, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Now, before we invite you to try the delectable Austrian dishes like Wiener Schnitzel and Kaiserschmarrn, which cannot be missed tonight, let me thank our wonderful sponsors without whom this evening would not have been possible. My thanks go to VFS Global, Shinagawa, Etihad Airways, BDO, Allgemeine Bauchemie, TANT Philippines, SGB, Malayan Insurance, Adventure Cycle Philippines, KTM, IMS, Andritz, Springtime Technologies, Unilab Foundation, Boston Homes, Rosenbauer, Asian Tigers, Plaza, Alpla, PHP Diva, Santini Food Specialists, Artisan Cellar Wines, Bars and Estradas, Fly Ace Corporation, Suncoast, and Red Bull. So we see you with many friends here. Thank you very much.